Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
What's it like taking the original source material, because obviously the Korean film, and adapting it to Yorgos' vision?
Yeah, I mean, when I wrote it initially, Yorgos wasn't even attached to it, so it was sort of, it just so happened that his sensibility and mine were quite aligned, and so we were sort of a perfect match in a way. And so we were, it was quite exciting actually to have a script that had been written and was kind of ready to go and developed, and to have him come in and it fit his voice so perfectly, and he was able to give it just the right notes there, kind of at the last bit, just to get over the finish line and make it quite, I think, quite special, hopefully.
And you say you share a similar kind of tone. How would you describe that?
I think that we both like quite a bit of humor in our films, but are both very keen to keep it grounded in an emotional reality and not to over-egg the custard and make a satire that feels too arch. That it should feel kind of tense and unusual and human, and you laugh along the way, but it's a drier laughter, hopefully. Yeah.
Very British laugh,
yeah,
I would say.
Exactly, that's right.
So obviously this is about conspiracy theorists. Did you go down that rabbit hole yourself and discover some weird and wonderful?
I did a little bit, yeah. I went down quite a few Reddit and YouTube and even 4chan rabbit holes, but at a certain point I realized that probably you can fill your head with some research and touchstones which are helpful, but you kind of have to put the research out of your head and write the character, because to make the character their own. In other words, a character who has his own conspiracy that is unique to anyone else's, and he's created this world in his head of what he thinks reality is. And so if you rely too much on the research, you end up with a bit of a caricature rather than a character who feels real, right?
Yeah. With Yorgos and Emma, they work together. How does that change everything? You said you had this before they came on board, and then you get Yorgos, and then Emma's almost part of the baggage nowadays.
Absolutely. No, I kind of knew as soon as he signed on. Like, I have a feeling who the female lead of the film is going to be. But no, maybe I was slightly worried at first, because I thought, well, gosh, they're not changing the script too much, so is this going to be one of those rug pulls where I show up to set and they're throwing out pages and making it up as they go along? But no, they treat it with an incredible amount of faith and generosity to me, and really treated the text like a play. But also just to watch them together, and Jesse, since they've worked together, they do have this amazing shorthand. So it's an amazing time saver, because they can look after a take at each other and just do a face or do a one word or do a kind of sound, and they both know, okay, we know what to do on the next take, because he knows what she wants and she knows what he wants, and they just have that shorthand.
Congratulations on the film. I'm really looking forward to everybody seeing it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey,